It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cook on the toss left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A handoff for Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 76 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild-card game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest. You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. They'll run here with Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And a tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10. Play action now. Cousins. He's got Smith here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple. But, boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Eight yards to go on second down. On play action, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a play fake. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake, Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Gun.
Again, it's Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC WildCard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. On first down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 8. 190 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now we're we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Wentz going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 31 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On 1st down, Gibson. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 40 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
It's caught, Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A first down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right.
And if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. In this NFC WildCard matchup, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Good route here.
Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run with Cook. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cousins will try and throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Boy, 248 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On play action, Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Washington.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Gibson again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, they go right back to Cook. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Cousins. This is Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They run it again with Janovich. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Andy Janovich. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run. It's Gibson. Gets past one man. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.